Hello, everyone. We're going to get started. So much happy energy here with everyone talking. We're so glad. Oh, thank you so much. So wonderful to see you all here. It is an honor to be with you here today. My name is Emily Clark, and I am here from ABC4, and I'm so happy to be here for this annual scholarship lunch. The event is an opportunity for the college to thank you, the scholarship donors, and for the donors and the scholarship students to meet each other. What a great opportunity for a donor to see what your donation is doing to allow an individual the chance at an education. Here's a little overview of our plan for today. We're going to hear from President Huftalin first, then we'll break for lunch. Then we get to hear from 3 scholarship student speakers, and then we'll hear from one very special donor speaker as well. But first, we want to hear from the president of the college, Dr. Deneece Huftalin. She was named the 8th president of Salt Lake Community College in September of 2014, but she has been around for quite some time, 27 years here at the college. Let's introduce the president.
So good afternoon, everyone. What a thrill it is to see you all with us this afternoon. First and foremost, my thanks to all of you for taking time out of what I know are very, very busy schedules to be with us to celebrate our students and their achievements and the generosity of all of you sitting in this room to help us achieve our goals. So I want to just echo Emily's comments and welcome you officially to the annual scholarship luncheon. And let me start by just giving you a little context. When I was named the president, one of the things that our staff and faculty associations did was create a space on our Taylorsville Redwood campus, which was called the Respectus. And it afforded me an opportunity every year to create a quote that would guide maybe the sentiment of the college or the kind of the tenor of the college over that following year. And so over the years, every year I've been able to add a quote to the Respectus, and we carve it into the stone on these really cool blocks, and students can go hang out there and calm down and read their books and hopefully be inspired by some of the quotes that we've chosen over the years. I would invite you all to wander through it when you're on the Taylorsville Redwood campus. It's just on the south side of our academic and administration building. This year, the quote I chose is by Gustave Flaubert, and it says, "The principal thing in this world is to keep one's soul aloft." Some of you might understand why I chose that quote. Given the tenor of the national narrative right now, the divisiveness in our country, there's a lot of pushing and seething and sometimes just divisiveness in general. And I wanted our students to recognize that we are in charge, we have a choice of creating and elevating our soul and the way that we're going to approach the world, who we're going to be as we show up in the world. And I want our students to know that they can control that. Despite the noise, despite the rancor, they can choose to keep their soul aloft. So that is our quote this year. And this event, alongside our commencement ceremony, which will happen on May 8th, are the 2 days, but by their very nature, uplift our souls. They are the days dedicated to gratitude to you as donors for supporting our students, gratitudes to you as students for choosing Salt Lake Community College and letting us be part of your educational journey. And it's not often that we pause to express gratitude. So today is such a day. Donors, let me share how humbled we are as a college to honor each of you today and thank you for your commitment, your personal and financial commitment to our students. Your generosity allows them to achieve their dreams through the transformative power of education. And we hope that today's event will get you up close and personal into those stories of those students so you can see that dramatic and positive impact you're making in their lives. And students, this is your chance to express gratitude to those who have faith in you and who have chosen to support you and your SLCC experience. We at SLCC, I would argue more than any other higher education community in the state of Utah, are dedicated to providing higher education to anyone who chooses to pursue it. And it's no secret that college is very expensive, so we do all that we can to make higher education accessible to everyone, no matter their economic circumstances. Gratefully, because of you and your generous support, we're able to offer many, many programs to help students with the numerous costs that come with attending college. And I'm going to share a few of those today with you of what we do to pull levers to try to reduce the economic burden of attending our college. One of our programs many of you know and have helped us with is the SLCC Promise. Many of our students take advantage of federal financial aid, but often those grants fall short of what it really costs to come to college. Our Promise Scholarship covers the gap and allows students to redirect any savings they have to other critical needs like housing or transportation or childcare. So SLCC Promise connects federal dollars with our dollars to help tuition and fees be zero for our students who qualify. We are proud that since 2013, we've awarded more than $3 million in SLCC Promise scholarships. So tuition, thank you. Tuition is not the only cost of attending college. We've developed many other programs to help make college affordable. Another program is our low-cost child care centers to our student parents. We know that quality child care is an enormous expense, and it's important to assist our students who are parents and supporting young families by operating affordable on-campus child care centers. We have child care centers at our Taylorsville, Redwood campus, our South City campus, and we're just building a new facility at our Jordan campus, which will also include a child care center. Right now, 83 of our student parents take advantage of those centers, drop off their kids from 7 to 10 at night. They're there in great high quality care. And in addition to those 83, we have another program where we will give students who qualify vouchers for child care in their neighborhood. If they don't want to use our center, but they've got a great accredited child care in their neighborhood, they get funding from us to help decrease the cost of those child care expenses. We also help our students with transportation, and we've made the investment to provide transit passes for all of our students, allowing them to ride UTA and Front Runner at no cost. Nearly all of our campuses are located near transit, so this benefit makes it possible for students to get to and from our campuses without excessive costs. And how many of you have written a check for a textbook lately? Any parents out there that are mourning the decision to send their children to college? Research shows, we've been doing research since 2014 and a little bit before that. We found that many of our students were just not buying the textbook because it was too expensive, or they were trying to borrow it and share it with another friend, or maybe they were going to the library for 2 hours and cramming right before the test with the one on reserve at the library. We know that those textbook costs can be the final deal breaker on a decision in college or to stay in college. So our faculty many years ago realized this barrier and began to find and develop high quality free online educational resources. So since 2014, this innovation has saved 133,000 students more than $11 million in textbook costs. Right now, if you're a student and you're registering for summer semester, you can go online and you can say, these are the 3 classes I need. Which of these has an open education resource text attached to it? So you can know automatically that you're not going to have an additional textbook cost when you register for that course. So I'm going to call out Dr. Jason Pickavance. I know he's here. Where is he? Stand up, Jason. Stand up. That is the man responsible for this. He and our remarkable faculty, Jason is the leader, but I also want to give credit to our faculty. Many of our faculty jumped in early on. They were early adopters and they tried and searched and in many cases couldn't find high quality materials, so they developed them themselves. And we now have nationally and internationally recognized faculty who have created open education resources that other institutions are adopting because of their quality. So we're leading the nation in terms of that innovation. I was just speaking with Jim Anderson about our multiple locations and how important physical access is in addition to financial access. So as a community college, we go to your neighborhood. We don't wait for you to come to us. We try to be throughout the entire Salt Lake County with our locations. Geographic access matters, and we're trying to get into neighborhoods where we know access to higher education physically is important. So we have 11 locations throughout the valley, 12 if you count the prison, which is in itself a neighborhood of sorts. And no matter where you live, even if you're in the prison, we are there to provide you education so that when you come out of prison or when you go on to a career or a baccalaureate degree, you have had access to your learning in your neighborhood as close as possible. So we believe that geographic access is also important. And for those who need flexibility, we have more than 11,000 classes that we offer online, allowing students to easily fit school and work around their lives. 2 more innovations, and then I'll let you have your lunch. We have a huge concurrent enrollment program, if you don't know about that. We are currently serving 9,400 students in high school who are taking credit at SLCC while they're in high school. So when they go to college, they will come. If they pass those courses, they will come with earned credit and having not paid tuition for those courses. So that concurrent enrollment is another way where we decrease that overall cost. And finally, let me talk about PACE. PACE is a program we're very proud of. It's in 4 high schools right now, and it really serves first-generation and underrepresented students in colleges through a program of advising, academic support, and job shadowing. Students who complete PACE from 9th grade through 12th grade and have all sorts of mileposts that they have to meet, those who complete that receive a 2-year guaranteed scholarship to Salt Lake Community College. So we have 60 students who have been with us through PACE from high school and are now on campus with that scholarship, and we have another 428 high school students in the pipeline who are being kind of prepped to come to college, to be prepared, and who are really working hard to make sure that when they get to us, they'll be academically prepared, they'll be socially and culturally competent to be a college student, and by the way, they'll have free tuition and fees when they join us. So while all of those programs are ones that we can take a credit for and we try to make sure and innovate around, it really comes down to you all and the financial support that you share with us. You are truly eliminating the financial barriers that come with higher education. We know that education is transformative for not only our students, but often their families and their communities. Students who attend college find that they have more options for supporting themselves and their families, and we know it has the power to lift folks out of poverty or financial hardship and really create a very different trajectory from their families going forward. So we're very proud of that role of keeping souls aloft throughout Salt Lake County, and we're especially grateful to partner with each of you in those endeavors. So thank you again for being with us. Please enjoy your lunch. More than anything, I know you will enjoy hearing from our students who are remarkable. And I just want to express again our gratitude to all of you for being with us this afternoon. Thank you so much.
Well, I don't know if you don't feel good about being here. I think Dr. Huftalin has sold us all on being here today. So fantastic. Okay, so here's the plan for the next little bit. We're going to break for a 30-minute lunch. Please take time to talk to those at your table, get to know each other, and really share the stories of why you are here today and for your appreciation for Salt Lake Community College. If there's a vacancy at your table and you want to switch around, please do so. In 30 minutes, we will let you continue eating, but we will share with you our scholarship recipients. Really is going to be the highlight of our time together today. So enjoy your lunch. Okay, everyone, we hope you enjoyed your lunch, and if you're not quite done, you can continue enjoying it, but we do want to get going with our program. So if you'll sit back down, we're going to start the next portion of our program. So much lovely talking. We're so happy about that. But we do now want to hear from some of the student scholarship recipients who, because of your donations, are able to come here to Salt Lake Community College. Our first one is Jonah Burton. He comes from a family of police officers and first responders, and has always wanted to help people. He's enrolled in the EMT program here at SLCC and has just began a career with the Unified Fire Authority. So happy to have you as a member of UFA, protecting our homes out there. So let's hear now from Jonah Burton.
Hello, all of you. My name is Jonah Burton. I'd like to take a moment and thank Laura Thomas and her team for giving me the opportunity to be speaking in front of all of you today. I received the Marcosian Freshman Alternative Scholarship for students that graduate from alternative high schools. Before applying for college, I asked myself a big question: how was I going to pay for college? This is a question that hits almost everyone at the beginning of their college journey. I had heard of scholarship opportunities before, but my first thought that there would be no way I could receive one. However, I had an amazing support system from my family and high school teachers that told me I had everything it took to be a scholarship recipient. As many of us have, I hit many bumps on the road to get to this point. I struggled through high school to the point I considered getting my GED many times. I finally found a place that I felt comfortable: Valley High School. I began my journey at Valley during fourth quarter of my junior year. I had less than 2 credits. This was an obstacle I never thought I would get past. This just gave me over a year to make up 22 credits. Crazy to think about, right? I would have never been able to do this at any other traditional school. Valley taught me many things, namely, don't lose faith in yourself. Even when you feel like you're about to hit rock bottom, you have to pick yourself up and remember everything you've already been through to get to this point. Why give up now? Having a full tuition scholarship has helped me in so many different ways. Without my scholarship, I wouldn't have had to save well after high school and to afford to go to college. Now, when a new semester starts, I don't have to worry how I'm going to pay my tuition. Plus, there's a sense of having self-confidence in myself. Knowing I was capable of receiving a scholarship gave me the extra push I needed to believe in myself and realize I am capable of so much. I am in my first year, second semester at Salt Lake Community College. I'm currently taking my first year to work on my general ed classes and obtaining my EMT and advanced EMT certifications. I come from obtained my EMT and advanced EMT certifications. As of January 6th, I became nationally certified to practice as an EMT in Utah. Thank you. I come from a long family of first responders, with my father and grandfather being police officers. Many would think I would follow in their footsteps. However, I went the complete opposite route. With my EMT certification, I've officially started my career as of 2 days ago. This past Monday, I was sworn in as one of the next EMTs to hit the streets of Salt Lake County with the Unified Fire Authority. And if I'm ever to see any of you again, I hope it would be under good circumstances. If not, you'll be in good hands. To the Marcosian family, thank you. Without you, I wouldn't be standing where I am today. You are allowing me to attend college at your expense, and this is something I will be forever grateful for. You are part of my current successes, and you will be part of my future successes. To every donor joining us today, thank you. You make a difference with each dollar you give. It means the world to have someone you don't even know believe in you and help you go to college. Lastly, thank you for giving me the honor to be speaking in front of all of you today. As we all continue into our futures that await us, I hope we can all remember that we are challenged and ultimately succeeded in becoming a scholarship recipient. Congratulations to all the scholarship recipients that are here today. Thank you.
Jonah, you did fantastic. So when you get into Unified Fire Authority in the coming weeks, they have this thing called a public information officer. Tell them you want to be that, okay? Okay. You really don't, but it'll be great. You'd be fantastic at it. Okay, now to our next scholarship recipient. We have Lupita Porras. She is a remarkable young woman and a huge asset to the community here at Salt Lake Community College. She earned not one, but 3 scholarships this past year. She's also a member of the student body leadership team. So please help me welcome Lupita Porras.
Hi, everyone. As I was presented, my name is Lupita Porras. Can everybody hear me all the way on the back? Because I was yelling. I don't want to yell. Okay. First, let me share that my shiro had the opportunity to join us this morning. And I just want to say thank you. I just want to say, gracias, mamá, por haber sacrificado tu juventud. Para darnos un hogar a mí y a mis hermanos, which means, thanks, mom, for the sacrifices you made to provide me and my siblings with everything, including a place to call home. Now, let me share a little about me. I am the first of my family to go to college. When I started taking credit classes at Salt Lake Community College in 2016, I could only afford to pay 1 class in summer semester. Finding ways to gather funds for tuition, I found myself saving money from selling things like homemade candies, cookies, baked goods, and I even sold eggs and chickens. I could not sleep thinking of my dreams and fears. But my brother once told me, Lupita, dream big enough that you can see your dream above the barriers standing in between you and your goals. After that semester, I felt sad for not being able to continue taking classes. Then Mr. Kimball Young helped me with the Horizonte Scholarship, which kept me connected to my dream of continuing education at SLCC. If you don't know him, Kimball, can you wave? There he is. He is the coach for the Horizonte Endowed Scholarship. Mr. Kimball did everything to help me. I didn't know the first thing about college, but I began the journey with hope that I would succeed. Today, I am grateful for the opportunity to be a student of this institution. Thanks to you, I am this close to graduate next semester. And after that, I am heading to the U to continue my education in writing and rhetoric. None of that would be possible without your generosity. I'd like to give a special thank to the scholarships that helped me succeed. The Horizonte Scholarship, the Barbara Lindquist Tanner Scholarship, the Brewing Dreams Scholarship, the University of Utah Department of Writing and Rhetoric Scholarship, the SLCC Student Association, the SLCC Bookstore Scholarship, and the Amigos Mentores Scholarship. As you can see from this long list, many people had helped me along the path to my degree. I'd just like to take a minute to recognize these amazing people. Please join me in thanking these special donors. Thank you. What a blessing to be in front of you, having your undivided attention for a few minutes. I am thrilled to be standing here face to face and have the incredible opportunity to share my story. Please know that your generosity is not just helping one student, but also my whole family, which includes my husband, my parents, my sister and 2 children, plus generations to come. I stand here and make you a promise that I will continue my academic journey helping students like me with the information and resources that I have access to. I'd like to thank you again for supporting SLCC students, for coming today, for hearing me. Thank you.
Good job. Microphones are stupid, but that's okay. They're important. Okay, now to our final speaker. We have Shantell Ashby. She's a fantastic student whose deepest wish is to help people. This is her first year at SLCC, and she is pursuing a degree in occupational therapy, where she hopes to one day work with special needs children in schools. So everyone help me welcome Shantell.
Hello. Oh, hi. I'm Shantell Ashby, and I'm a recipient of the Marcosian Foundation Scholars Award. I am an avid hiker, reader, learner, and peanut butter cupcake eater. I enjoy singing in the car, painting along with Bob Ross tutorials, and going on sushi trips with my mom. I've never given a speech before, but I am extremely excited to be here with all of you. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I am so honored to be here. Before I graduated from high school, I was faced with the same question I'd always been asked, except this time it was more real. What do you want to be when you grow up? But at the beginning of my senior year, the question changed to, what college do you want to go to? What do you want to do with the rest of your life? Who do you want to be? How do you want to make a difference in the world? And like any high schooler, my first thought was, I have no idea. My parents have always been a valuable part of my life, and as I got older, my relationship with them grew immensely. I decided I didn't want to go to college. It was going to be a lot harder than high school. I didn't know what I wanted to major in. I didn't even know what a major was, and there was no way I was going to be able to pay for it. As I was talking to my mother, Christy Ashby, who is here today, hi Mom, about all my options, she said, whatever you decide to do, we will support you. You have so much potential, and you can do anything you set your mind to. At the time, my mom was preparing to graduate from SLCC as an occupational therapy assistant. She was an example to me because she applied for and received numerous scholarships while attending school and showed me that participation is the first step to being successful. It's about showing up and giving it your best. I saw her come home from school every day full of light and love for what she was doing. Occupational therapy assistants provide aid and rehabilitation to enhance tasks throughout the patient's daily life. They help those with a disability either relearn how to do something or give them a plan of how to adapt their life to be able to function normally. For example, if I had a stroke and it affected the right side of my body, a physical therapist would help get those muscles strong again, but an occupational therapy assistant would teach me how to hold a pencil and how to brush my teeth so I could be independent. Salt Lake Community College is ranked as one of the best schools in the state that offers an OTA program. This program presents opportunities of service for me every day, and that's what I'm passionate about. I currently work for a home health agency for the elderly as a caregiver. I visit clients in their homes and assist them with making meals, getting ready for the day, running errands with them, making sure they take their medication, and even singing songs to help them go to sleep. My clients would tell you I'm a natural and that I'm the best caregiver in the world, but I think they're slightly biased. My mother led me towards this career. It is full of service and purpose and joy. I had been saving money for as long as I can remember, but I knew I wasn't going to have enough to pay for my education. I decided to fill out the general scholarship application and submit it for as many scholarships as I was eligible for. When I received an email saying that I had been awarded the Marcosian Foundation Scholars Award, I cried. I immediately called my mom and we cried together. I remember the tears streaming down my face as I whispered into the phone, my voice full of shock, "Mom, do you know what this means? I can go to school now." Because of you donors, I am still attending school as we speak. Literally, I'm missing a class to be here. But don't worry, I got my assignments done ahead of time. I have had an incomprehensible amount of support and care from the college and from the Marcosian family, the donors of the Marcosian Foundation Scholars Award. I have been able to witness my own weaknesses become strengths as I've had the opportunity to attend Salt Lake Community College. I thought there was no possible way for me to pay for my education, and I had no idea that I would receive such an incredible gift as this scholarship. I will never be able to express my gratitude in full. Some people I've met have told me that they think women are only supposed to get married, stay at home, and focus on their family. But that's not me. Although I want a family one day, I also want a career. My mom is my inspiration. My mom helped me to see, through her words and example, that I can be whoever I want to be. She showed me that it's never too late and you're never too old to follow your dreams. She has shown me how to break out of that mold and to see my full potential. She went back to school in her late 30s and showed me that even though it's hard to begin a new path, the most important thing is to take that first step. And that first step is really intimidating. There were times when I felt like I was falling, but she was there to show me I was flying. She is kind and thoughtful and courageous and has helped me to become who I am today. Although my mom has always been my mentor and my guide through college, none of this would be possible without the help of my scholarship donors. And through all of this help I've received, I can now finally answer the question that I presented at the beginning. What do you want to be when you grow up? When I grow up, I want to be just like my mom. Thank you.
So wonderful. So we've heard from Jonah, we've heard from Lupita, and we've heard from Shantell, telling you their amazing stories of why your donations are making a difference for them. And while we had 3 fantastic speakers, there are so many out there who are reaping the benefits of your donations. Now let's hear from a donor. And we heard about one fantastic mother-daughter team, but you get to hear from another. I'm so excited to introduce you to a member of the Women to Women Foundation. You all know her as Jan Clark, but I get to call her Mom.
She knows better than that. And she got into this because of me, so there you go. I'm a member of a small group of women in Davis County. We call ourselves the Women to Women Foundation. This organization was founded in 2013 by 8 Utah women in my neighborhood who were aware of single moms that really struggled to to raise their children in a strong and successful manner because they had such difficult financial circumstances. So, we provide scholarships that enable single moms the opportunity to gain skills, which qualifies them for increased earning capacity. Being a mother is really hard work, but being a single mother who is unable to financially support your family is nearly impossible. Our foundation tries to help fill that gap. We have seen families whose lives and futures have been improved as a result of these educational opportunities. We require our scholarships to go to educational training programs, which leads the mother to family-sustaining employment. All the funds we raise comes from people in our community who want to help mothers as well. Every dollar we help raises a family, just as every dollar you give to Salt Lake Community College helps a student and their families. The Women to Women Foundation donates scholarship funds to 4 higher educational institutions across the Wasatch Front, including Salt Lake Community College. We also support several women directly at their chosen school. Our organization has donated money to the Salt Lake Community College Development Office. Additionally, we have contributed to a program that is called the Near Completer Program, and it's for single mothers who are within 1 or 2 semesters of completing their program, but who have exhausted all of the financial options that they have. For the 2019-2020 school year, we have 11 single mothers that we are helping here at Salt Lake Community College. I feel proud of that, and our people are right here. We feel proud of that. With my experiences working with this school, I've become a big convert to the great value that Salt Lake Community College has to our community. I was not aware of it before the last few years. Here are 5 things I in particular like about SLCC. There are over 170 diverse programs at this place, which transfer directly to either a four-year university in our state or provide the student with technical skills to go get a job. There are over 170 programs. All the technical programs at this school are required by our state legislature to lead to a living wage, and I think that's really important. The student-teacher ratio at Salt Lake Community College is really low. The average class size here is 20. That's nearly less than in a high school. So that every student that comes to this school is able to see a teacher and is able to be seen by a teacher. And that is where a lot of magic happens, I think. The 4th thing is that this is a very affordable education. This is the 2nd lowest tuition in the state of Utah. Education is ridiculously expensive, has become, and this is an affordable place to go. And maybe the best thing I like about Salt Lake Community College is that there's not a typical student here. At this school has the most diverse student population in the state. 53% of the students at this school are the first to attend college in their family, and I think that's big. One time when I was at the bookstore here, I saw some fellows that were coming from some training, they were employed, but they were coming to Salt Lake Community College to receive additional training for their jobs. And so that's another thing for our community. I have a friend who is a retired engineer. He sold his business and he bought a plane, but he wanted to know how to fix it. So he is currently enrolled in the airplane mechanics program. I don't know which campus it's at, but he comes here. Where? There you go. He comes to that new one all the time, and he's learning how to fix that plane he bought. This is a place for non-traditional students. You don't have to look like a certain thing to be here, and I think that is a really wonderful thing about this school. All the mothers we support are considered non-traditional students, so they fit right in here. This school is for anyone and anyone, and anyone and everyone, and I think that's a great thing about it. Let me tell you about a couple of the successes I have experienced personally with some of the mothers that we support. One of the moms we support is a mother of one son. No, originally she attended Salt Lake Community College as an 18-year-old right out of high school. But without employable skills, she has a really hard time supporting her son. So we got to know each other, and 20 years after she started here, I encouraged her to come back over and meet with a counselor to see if there wasn't something we could do to get started again. She was really intimidated, as you might imagine. I've been out of college a long time. I'd be intimidated too. And I graduated. So She was really intimidated, but she found such kindness and helpfulness with the counselor that she came. So after she met with the counselor, she came up with a plan. She takes 2 or 3 classes at a time. She is currently in her 4th semester here, and I have seen her gain personal confidence right along with the education that she is receiving. Another one of the women that we support here, she wants to be a teacher. She's a mother to 3 children. She is the only member of her family to graduate from high school. She's also a DACA kid. And so she joyfully attended school this last summer. She was so thrilled. And at the end of the summer, she registered for the fall, and we didn't realize that in the summer, everyone pays in-state tuition here. But in the fall, if you're not considered a resident here, then you have to pay out-of-state tuition, and it's considerably more expensive. But the people here at Salt Lake Community College helped us figure out what this girl needed to do, this young woman needed to do, because she is a DACA kid. She graduated from high school here, which qualifies her to get in-state tuition. And so they guided her through what she needed to do in order to be able to be enrolled for us to give her in-state tuition. The guidance and support that she received here is really impressive to me, because I think at most schools you don't get that kind of personalized attention. These women I'm telling you about benefit from the personal attention and the directed education that's available at Salt Lake Community College. My specific responsibility in our foundation is to work with the women we support individually. It's a great honor for me to personally get to know each one of these brave and determined mothers. Their desire to improve their lives and the lives of their children is really inspiring to me. Together we come up with a plan that is workable for each family, and every family is different. Then our moms get to work, and work it is, because most of them are mother, which is a full-time job, they're an employee, which may be a full-time job, and then a student. So they have a lot of work, but they are really committed to taking advantage of this. I've had a chance to go to the bookstore with a few of our people to pay for those really expensive books. And they are so appreciative of any help they get. I've told some of the ladies on our board, I kind of feel like a fairy godmother when I walk out of there. They're so pleased and appreciative of everything. They're always, always very happy about the support we're able to give because of our very generous donors. Today, we have heard from 3 great students, and I'm really touched by where you guys are going. I really think it's wonderful. We all are. There are a lot of students at Salt Lake Community College who wouldn't be in school right now if it wasn't for all of you being willing to share your blessings with someone else. I congratulate you that, and we as a foundation are glad to be considered part of this group. We're making a difference with each dollar we give and every time we tell someone about this great place. Thank you so much for joining our foundation in supporting Salt Lake Community College.
Thank you, Jan, and thank you once again to Jonah and Lupita and Shantell. Amazing stories. The longer I stay in this role, the more my tear ducts get overflowing very quickly at these events, so I'm going to be in trouble in a few years. I may just not come anymore. Thank you so much, all of you, for participating in today's program. I feel honored every time I hear our students' stories and the remarkable things they're doing, and I hear from donors about why they give. I feel such gratitude for even being able to be affiliated with such a fine institution. So thank you for being with us this afternoon. I want to recognize a few folks before we adjourn who have done remarkable also volunteer work for the college. We have many of the members of our Board of Trustees who serve every day to really help and guide our college. And if I could ask our Board of Trustees to stand and be recognized, I would appreciate it. We have several of them there. Please help me thank them. Thank you so much. And I also want to give a shout out to our phenomenal food service, Cuisine Unlimited, and Maxine Turner. Maxine, are you here? Where is Maxine? Maxine, stand up. Maxine Turner. Yes. Maxine Turner sits on our foundation board and is the owner of Cuisine Unlimited, which is a beautiful and wonderful company that we work with often. They have had the pleasure of serving you today and I think did a wonderful job. Can we please thank our wait staff? I would invite you to make sure you've met the student at your table and others. Stay and mingle if you can. But more than anything, put March 2021 on your calendar next year and make a plan to join us again as we celebrate our students and the great work that you all do. Thank you so much for coming.
Okay, one quick thing before you're done. I do want to let you know that the development team is working on your scholarship reports and that they should be to you in the next couple of weeks. Drive safe, everyone. Thank you.